The following video contains spoilers for one of the quests submitted to the HeroQuest Quest Jam 2025. Watch at your own discretion. And now, onward. Heroes, you are returning, worn and weary, from your venture into the Black Mountains, where you felled the threat of the fire mage Balor deep inside Blackfire Crag. Now, you make your way back to the Empire, and this town on the outskirts seems like the best place to stop before nightfall. The locals call the town Mughold, and the town appears to be abuzz with news. A rich but eccentric merchant who has lived in the town died recently, and bequeathed his riches to anyone who could solve his riddle. How about it, fellow heroes? Are you up for a little treasure hunt? Best get a move on. There is a competition already afoot, is there not? When it comes to treasure, you can count on me. Specifically, you can count using my 10 fingers and my 10 toes. But I can't count above that. By Crom, I feel different. The air is afoot with some sort of foul illusory magic. I detect nothing of the sort, my friend. Let us enter. You may immediately read the merchant's riddle to the heroes. It is as follows. Waters flowing, spilling, splashing. Haze for horsies, clopping, neighing. Through blind doorways, zipping, dashing. There find green. Reward is waiting. Alright, for this presentation, I wanted to give you the overhead view because I love that somebody submitted a Dragon Strike board-based quest to the jam, and I just want to show the board off in all of its glory. We might get around to some more cuts and zooms through the town proper in a little bit, but obviously for the presentation of this, I wanted to show the Dragon Strike board and as many of the Dragon Strike miniatures as possible, so please substitute in your mind, if you will, the orcs and bugbears for goblins and orcs, respectively, and our man-eating man-scorpions will be the Femir, represented by the actual quest monster symbols. For the fountain in the center, I could not help but indulge using some miniatures that I have packaged within my Dragon Strike box, and these are from a $5 fairy set. I thought they matched the Dragon Strike aesthetic specifically, so I put them in with that box. And here we have gargoyles at the end lining the walls, but unlike the Dragon Strike gargoyles, these are harmless for decoration only and not really part of the quest itself. Anyways, looking at this fantastic town board, you can see that there are monsters everywhere. However, and this is for Zargon's ears only, the entire town is populated with illusion-hidden greenskins that lure unsuspecting travelers, steal from them, and kill them. All enemies are represented by undead or mercenary figures on the board, but they will represent townspeople. Monsters will attack back if attacked, but will not reveal themselves as monsters until they are dead and revert to an orc, goblin, or Femir. So if you have other miniatures that you'd like to use to proxy these townsfolk, do so. And if you're using the contemporary HeroQuest, you can definitely use the mercenaries from the Frozen Horror expansion, as well as the Cadre of the Raven's Veil from Rise of the Dreadmoon. Monsters in this quest can open doors, and they can run and call to other monsters for help. Heroes can search when townspeople are present, but if heroes search for secret doors in rooms with a secret door, the monsters will interrupt and ask them to leave. Players whose hero is captured may roll and move a townsperson, so you're constantly able to play no matter what. Zargon gets to decide the location of 2 rooms. 1, a room with just a treasure chest with a key inside, and 2, the final room, chosen from one of the 3 locations marked A on the quest map. Specifically, this room, or this room. Secret doors may not be placed in unused A locations. The secret door to the final room cannot be unlocked without the key. If we go ahead and say that this is the secret room that we've chosen, in this secret room, or the final room, are any captured heroes as well as Mugnuz, a goblin sorcerer. Since Dragon Strike doesn't really have goblins proper, we'll go ahead and use the HeroQuest goblin sorcerer, because why wouldn't I have used this in every opportunity I get? Mugnuz is pretty tough. He has the following stats: 4 attack dice, 5 defense dice, 6 body points, 5 mind points, and 7 movement. And he knows the spells Summon Undead, Fear, Command, Ball of Flame ×3, and Escape. Upon being found, Mugnuz says, "Filthy do-gooders, good luck escaping this town alive," and casts Escape immediately to any location on the board. An alarm sounds, and now all monsters are activated and all doors open, all regular doors. If the heroes defeat Mugnuz, they will find 400 gold coins on him. Heroes enter here at the iron door. All other paths off the board are not entrances or exits. Usage of closed doors on buildings is optional. That's because the closed doors are actually baked in graphics on the Dragon Strike board, so heroes can actually just walk up to a closed door and say that they're opening it, and then you can place an open door miniature there. That way you don't have to worry about running out of closed doors. Zargon, you can have 2 to 3 wandering monsters move on your turn. Roll 2d6 and have them go through the town. They can open and close doors. Explain that they are searching for the treasure. This is a treasure hunt in which many are participating, not just the heroes. And of course, these townspeople can also be controlled by the heroes if the heroes are captured, but they can't do any actions. This quest has a lot of notes on the houses around the board, many of which say L, and if a hero is searching for treasure in one of these rooms, usually they will get some kind of clue or response about the riddle of the town. If there is an L on the quest map for the room that is being searched, however, this indicates that the characters in the room know nothing about the location of the treasure. I liked the idea of the quest being played on the Dragon Strike board very much, but I also really liked the narrative of this one, and I would like it to be known that even though this one did not make it into the top 5, it was absolutely my golden buzzer choice to be greenlit for a video presentation. The creator is Liminal Sub, and all of these rooms on this board have their own functions and purpose for this quest. And Liminal Sub has ensured that the actual baked-in features of the rooms on the board contribute to the immersion of the room's function for this quest. I would like an ale. All of this searching is making me thirsty. You can, actually, get an ale. A treasure search allows heroes to buy a drink at the bar for 1 gold. If they buy it, tell them it tastes like orc grog and burns their throat. This is the tailor, and if searched for treasure, the tailor gossips that the warehouse has many hidden and secret things. This obviously is the stable. If a hero searches for anything, the other heroes hear a thump, and the hero has vanished. The hero will be found in the final room. This is the Merchant's Guild. If searched for treasure, the guild has a letter from the dead merchant commissioning the fountain in the town square. At this point, you might think it very obvious to go to the fountain and search for treasure. But the first hero that steps into the fountain or searches it is pulled underwater and disappeared, and will be found in the final room. There are a few other really nice quest notes. Although there is no storied resolution to this quest, there simply wasn't enough room to put that into the quest notes with the 1-page restriction for the jam, but this would be the perfect opportunity for an enterprising Zargon GM in training to make up their own story about what happens. I love town quests, and I really like the immersion here, the attention to detail for each of the different rooms. I love that this board was used instead of the HeroQuest board. There's nothing wrong with using the HeroQuest board for town quests, and using all of the rooms to represent different buildings in like a commercial area or an industrial area of town, or even a residential area where people are just trying to live out their days in attached condos, medieval dungeon condos. It's kind of redundant if you think about it, but I'm 100% here for this kind of immersion. So be sure to express your feelings, your thoughts about a quest being portrayed, executed, presented on a board such as this one instead of the traditional HeroQuest board. I think this is very much HeroQuestable. I don't think there's any Ship of Theseus problem at all. No philosophical fumbles here whatsoever. I've always thought that all of the Dragon Strike boards can perform very well as just alternate HeroQuest boards. You ended me. I can't believe it. I knew I should have taken a piece of the amulet. What did he mean by that? Wait! The illusion spell is undone. I told you. Looks like I could make for a great wizard myself. Heroes, you have done well in uncovering the illusion over this town. But listen well, for the family of that goblin are of a similar breed. They share an artifact, one that has duplicated itself into quite a threatening weapon, and you must go and retrieve it from them. All the copies of it. For theirs is a power struggle with no winner. To check out this quest and the other epic entries to the 2025 Quest Jam, visit the link in the description below.